Merry Christmas, everyone! Hi guys, it's Kelly from Clear Yoga here at Shared Space, bringing you day 25 out of the 30-day yoga challenge. It's Christmas Day, yay! I love Christmas. I hope you're nice and comfy, cozy at home or with family, friends, or by yourself, whatever you need. It's awesome. So today's class is going to be really chill. It's going to be a little shorter with an option for you to extend just listening to yourself, listening to your body when it needs. Yeah, just take it easy today. Anything, everything that you're putting your body through, whatever, just take it easy. So when we go through today's class and also going through the rest of your Christmas day, there's one question I want to ask you guys. And I hope that you continue to ask that question to yourself the rest of your day and the rest of the holiday season. The question is, how can I uplift others? So, this question is not meant to direct all your energy to focusing on how to give. It's actually about balance. It's about really asking yourself how much is too much, how much is not enough, and in various areas in your life. So this holiday season, any holiday season, it's very easy to get out of whack with energy outputs. Lots of energy being spent here and not there, and it's just you get these imbalances that naturally occur. So coming back to how can I uplift others, if I may suggest not an answer to that question, but maybe something for you to contemplate, maybe one way for you to uplift others during your day, during your week, during your life, is to uplift yourself. So this holiday season, when you're surrounded by lots of stimulus and lots of people, take time to take care of yourself. Today, Christmas Day, do something just for yourself. Just that pleases you only. It's not selfish. It's called self-care. But the reason why I'm suggesting this is because when you do have a lot of stimulus going on around you, you take the time to quiet your mind. You come back into the center. You get that clarity. And then you realize, like, hey, I kind of want to listen to some music today. Or, hey, I just want to do my yoga class and that'll be it. Or, hey, I don't want to do my yoga class. I'm just going to watch it and whatever. That's fine. Self-care. When you do something kind to yourself, you get this glow. You feel this happiness inside you. Like, that was a nice gesture for myself. That's great. So when we're glowing, when we're smiling, when we're taking care of ourselves, we very naturally spread it to other people too. So on Christmas Day, how can I uplift others? Don't just do nice things. I mean, do nice things for other people too, if you want. But also consider being kind to yourself. Do something nice for yourself. So think about that as we go through our yoga class today, nice chill yoga class. And get into something comfy, get into a nice cozy sweater. I'll see you on the mat.
All right, beautiful people, before we start the class, I suggest that you get yourself a bolster and one block. If you don't have either, you can always use a big pillow, preferably one that's firm, or you can roll up some sweaters, a blanket. You could also wrap a large book in a sweater. It's something that I've done before. So when you're ready, please come to a comfortable seated position. Finding your breath, observing how you feel today. Christmas Day. We're just going to take it nice and slow. Where do you observe your breath right now? Allow your breath to deepen, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Observing our breath fill up our lungs, pushing out our belly as far as it can comfortably, and exhaling, releasing everything. Continue with this breath. Inhaling so deeply, pushing out the belly, filling up the lungs 100%, even that last breath, and exhale, releasing everything, even that last little ounce of breath. Keep going at your own pace. Just observing the feeling of the breath traveling in and out of our bodies, bridging the gap between what is inside of us and what is outside of us. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, gently open the eyes, slowly allow the light around you to enter in. Just taking the time to become aware of your surroundings. We're going to continue now with Nadi Shodhana. It's also known as alternate nostril breathing. We start by taking our right hand, looking at our hand first, checking out our fingers. Bring your index and middle finger down to your palm. So we're just going to use our thumb and our ring finger here. Taking turns, we're going to start with our thumb against our right nostril, just under the bone, restricting the air coming in from the right nostril. And we take a deep breath in through the left nostril. Switch to block off your left nostril now with your ring finger, and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale deeply through the right nostril, switching to your thumb on your right side. Exhale out through your left nostril. Keep going at your own pace. Inhale left, switch, exhale right. Inhale right, switch, exhale left. Keep going. Ensure that your inhalation is as long as your exhalation. We practice Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, to calm the mind. As we take turns inhaling through alternate nostrils, we actually oxygenate either sides of our brain. And we find that this has an extremely calming effect. Now complete one more cycle, one full cycle being an inhale left, exhale right, exhale left. And when you're done, just release your hands and come to a seated position. In your seated pose, just close your eyes and observe the effect this has had on your entire being. Grounding, centering, stillness. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in, gently opening the eyes again. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers. Take a deep breath in and push your hands away from you, your palms facing out. Inhale, draw your palms up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your hands back down. Every time we inhale, we lift our hands up, letting our breath lead us. Exhale, then dropping the hands back down. Going slow, following your own pace, following your breath. As we do this, we are expanding our lungs, just helping our lungs breathe that much deeper, to get that much more oxygen inside our bodies. Keep listening to the physical sensations. Finishing your last cycle, just letting the hands come back down with your exhale, releasing your fingers. Bring your hands down by your hips, palms facing up. We inhale, draw the palms up overhead. As we exhale, we turn our palms away and let our hands float down to the mat. And we keep going with our own breath here. Every time we inhale, our palms rise up. Exhale, our palms float down. So just like before, we're helping the lungs expand more. Keep this flow, keep this movement. Observe how this moving meditation feels. Exhale, float the hands back down to the mat. Inhale, bring your hands out in front of you, your palms together, and just let your heart space come in towards your spine a little more. A slight rounding of the back, but not hunching the shoulders. We inhale, drawing the hands back wide, and exhale, bring our hands back to the front to close. Keep going at your own pace. Inhale to open our arms wide, and exhale to close. We find that this massages our spine, bring our heart space forward as we allow our hands to draw back, and our heart space coming in towards the spine as we draw the hands in front of us. Take the last inhale in. One more exhale out. Bringing your hands together in front of you, releasing them down towards your feet or your knees. Closing the eyes. Allowing your awareness to circulate within your body. Inhale, gently open the eyes. Slowly, consciously transition into a tabletop position, very aware of how everything feels. I'm going to do a couple of cat-cows, warming up the spine, Inhale, we look up for air, letting our belly drop down towards the mat. Exhale, rounding our spine, letting our head look down. Keep going, following your own breath. Inhale, coming up for air, belly dropping down. Exhale, rounding the spine, belly draws in. Inhale, coming up for air. And exhale, rounding the spine. Observe your pelvis tilting one way and the other as you follow your breath, moving with your breath. Come to a neutral spine in tabletop and slowly lower your hips down onto your heels and let your forehead come down to the mat. Child's pose, release everything. Observe how your spine feels. Observe the compression you may feel in your hips, your thighs, your calves. Just trying softer, observing how it feels. At this moment, I invite you to just hang out, take it easy, and just let yourself observe your thoughts, your emotions, your body. If you feel it's appropriate for you today, I invite you to pause the video and do a couple of sun salutations. I won't be including the sun salutations in this video because my intention for you today is just to take it easy. Have a nice, lazy Christmas day. So pause here if you'd like, but you also know that rest is so valuable. So if you want to stick with me, keep going with this gentle sequence. So take a couple more moments here in silence, just to breathe into your spine, feeling the ground support you in this humble pose. Take another deep breath in and exhale. On your next inhale, pull yourself back up to a tabletop position. Prop yourself back up, coming to your knees. Place your hands on your love handles, as if we're about to slide our hands down into our back pockets. We ground down on our base, we push down into the mat. Our thighs are firm. We engage our core. Once we have our muscles activated working for us, we send our hips out into a back bend. Not going crazy deep here. If you find that you don't have any stability here, come back to an angle, a depth where you feel you have 100% control of the pose. And now very carefully, please listen to my instructions. To come out of this pose, we do not twist the spine in any way. We use our muscles, bring your awareness to the front abdominals. We contract them and pull ourselves back out. We're not collapsing to either side, protecting the spine. Come into child's pose. Bring your hands around to the back of your feet. Just let your fingers rest on the bottom of your feet. On your next inhale, come back up and take a comfortable seated position, bringing the soles of your feet together in front of you. Drawing the heels closer to the groin, as close as is comfortable, allowing the knees to relax on either side. Finding our butterfly pose today. If you find that your knees are experiencing any strain, please bring your feet away from the groin and grab your block and take a comfortable seat and get back into that butterfly. If you'd like to deepen the pose, inhale and exhale your way down as low as you want to go today. Over time, maybe finding that your forehead comes to meet the floor. Or you can choose to make two fists with your hands, stack one on top of the other, and support your forehead. Hanging out here on our elbows and on our fists. How does this make you feel? As we hold this physical pose, we allow our minds to come to stillness as well. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, slowly rise up. Flowing with your breath again. Inhaling, rising up a bit. Exhaling, pause in the air. Inhale, rise up a little more. Exhaling, pause. Inhaling, come all the way up. Extend your feet out in front of you. To balance all the hip opening we just did, we're going to bring our knees together and squeeze our thighs in, squeeze our calves in. Maybe you do pulses or maybe you do one long squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Bring your right foot outside your left hip and let your knee be in front center. Doing the same with the opposite foot, left heel outside right hip. Check that both hip bones are grounding equally in both sides. Sitting tall, but we always have the option to deepen by bringing our heart space on top of our knees, maybe coming down to our elbows. And release. Relax into this pose. Listening to what's going on in our glutes, our thighs. Breathing deeply. Creating space with your stretch. Inhale, gently bring yourself back up to a seated position. Releasing your legs. Wibble wobble them out in front of you. Swaying them side to side. Now switching sides, taking our left heel outside right hip first. Bring our right knee on top, allowing our heel to draw closer to our opposite hip. Again, maybe this is enough for you, but over time, if you choose to deepen, you can always bring the heart space closer to the knees, just relaxing onto your base. And we make time on the mat to uplift ourselves. What else uplifts you? When you're feeling uplifted, when you're feeling light and joyful, how does that affect the people around you? your loved ones, your friends, your family. Self-care. Take time. Make time. On your next inhale, slowly rising back up to a seated position. Releasing the legs. Come to a seated position on your heels in a hero pose. To sink deeper in this hero's pose, you can guide the muscle of your calf outwards on both sides of your legs, allowing your hips to sink even closer to the mat. You can always choose to hang out here, or you can grab that bolster and place it behind you as close as you can to your sacrum, and slowly lower yourself down onto the bolster in a reclined hero's pose. Opening our heart space towards the sky, allowing our shoulders to fall back, feeling a deep stretch in our quads, observing the compression in our knees, our calves, observing a whole lot of things in this posture here, but also finding that we can relax deeper, deeper. Take another deep breath in, and to come out of this pose, prop yourself up onto your elbows and guide yourself back up slowly to a seated position. Roll the bolster away from you and grab your block. Release your feet, sending them out in front of you, keeping your knees bent and observing how your legs feel, your feet feel. Slowly lowering your back down on the mat. Check that there's nothing under your head. Grab the block and place it under your sacrum, that bony bit at the bottom of your spine. So your body weight is not resting on any of your meaty bits, your muscles. Just resting on the base of your spine, your bones supporting you. Hang out here in this supported pose, bringing your awareness to your spine, to the space being invited into your spine. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Gently remove the block from under you, allowing your spine to roll down onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your legs out, then bend the knees to either side, grabbing onto the feet, wrapping our fingers around from the outside of our foot, getting into our happy baby pose. As we hold this pose, bring your awareness first to the base of your spine, that sacrum where you were just resting on that block. That is grounding down deeply into the mat. As you ground down, your elbows push into your shins from the inside, guiding your knees wider away from each other. Pull down on your feet so that your knees draw a little closer to the mat. Check that your sacrum is grounding down. Take a deep breath in. Release your hands. Bring your knees back into your chest. One more little hug. Squeeze your legs together here, bringing our face closer to our knees. Squeezing in and releasing the feet down to the mat. Take your right foot on top of your left knee. Hug your left thigh towards your chest. Keep your knee bent for now. Listening to what this posture has to tell us. Inhale, straighten your left knee. Bring your foot up above into the sky. Flex your foot so that your heel is the highest point closest to the ceiling. Observe how this sensation might be quite different. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knee, point your toe. Squeeze one more time into your chest. Exhale, releasing your left leg. Bring both feet down on the mat. Switching sides now. Left ankle on top of right knee, hugging right thigh into your chest, letting your knee stay bent first. With every exhale, maybe we pull a little closer. Inhale, straighten your right knee. Flex your ankle, sending your right heel up towards the ceiling. Observing how this changes the posture. Point your toes, bend your right knee, lowering the heel down. Exhale, release your legs. Both feet down on the mat. Extend your left leg straight. Take your left hand outside right knee, keeping your shoulder blades touching the mat. Guide your right knee over to the left side. Taking your right hand and your gaze over to the right side. Inhale, gently guide your knees back to the center. Bring your knees in to your chest. One more hug. Extend your right leg straight. Right hand to left knee, guiding your knee to fall onto the right side. Left hand and your gaze out to the left side. Both shoulder blades grounding down. Relaxing deeper into this pose. Inhale, gently guide your knee back to the center. Hug both your knees into your chest one more time. Maybe flexing your feet, rolling your ankles, stretching out the tops of your feet. When you're ready, extending your legs out straight, letting everything relax. Letting your weight ground down into the mat, feeling supported as we tuck our shoulder blades under our heart space. Softening our face. Our palms are facing the sky. Release everything. Releasing your breath, breathing naturally. Bringing your awareness to your heartbeat inside your ribcage. Can you follow that heartbeat and send it up to your throat, observing your pulse in your throat, observing your heartbeat in your face, sending your heartbeat back down your throat, back into the rib cage, allowing it to radiate out into your shoulders, flowing down your arms into your wrists, into your palms. Following your heartbeat from your center down into your belly, sending it down into your thighs, your calves, even the soles of your feet and your toes. Keep breathing here. Keep observing. This is where I leave you now. Thank you so much for taking care of yourself today on the mat with me. I wish you a wonderful Christmas day. Namaste.